Welcome to the 2020 Virtual Open Garden Tour of the Harlands Group. Sadly, this year, due to coronavirus and lockdown, we've been unable to open our gardens for you, but we wanted to show you around all 5 gardens, and here is ours at number 55. Everything's turned out really well this year. We're really thrilled. I suppose we've had a little bit more time to focus on the borders and the beds and just make things the best that they can be. We've also made some big improvements at the far end of the garden, and we're going to take you there now so you can have a look. The peonies have just been fantastic. So stepping into the far part of the garden, this is where we built some new walls and structures. We've actually made it really lovely and created a seating area we've called the Gardiner's Finger, our own pub garden where we can relax, chill out, light a fire and sit back at the end of the day. We've also built some new veggie boxes and are experimenting this year with lots of different things, and hopefully in a few weeks' time we'll be able to enjoy everything that we've grown. So whatever you're doing in your gardens, do enjoy them. We hope that perhaps in the later summer months we can do an open garden pop-up, perhaps in August, where you can come and visit and see how our gardens are getting along. But before we leave number 55, let's just take a look at some of the highlights. The hostas have been fantastic, the poppies have been stunning, the peonies have just been so wonderful, and the spring flowers, sad that they're over now. On a day like today, it's fantastic to sit back, relax and enjoy all our hard work, and actually for us to be able to share that with you. So grab a slice of cake with that cup of tea. Enjoy our irises and this little chap, the dragonfly that visited our garden yesterday. So goodbye from number 55 from now, and let's go and have a look at what the other gardeners have been up to.
Welcome to number 52, a garden built entirely from scratch. In early June, the garden is dominated by roses and peonies. The wisteria has filled the courtyard with the most fragrant blossom chandelier. From the faintest blush to the richest magenta, the roses embrace the full spectrum of pink. Pots and containers feature heavily, from seasonal displays on the tables to repeating trios placed here and there. The vegetable garden is entirely container-based. Our pond is home to lilies and an array of carnivorous plants that thrive in the margins. As summer progresses, the rose blooms become less prominent and the underplanting of astrantia, salvias, geraniums, cleomes and nicotiana progress the season. Our pergola is now 2 years old and aging beautifully. It provides a resting place overlooking the pond, an entrance to the lingering borders and beautiful dappled shade over the circular seating area. And then, hidden away at the end of the garden, is the quiet, closeted reading nook. Just space for 1 and 2 small dogs for a peaceful escape with a good book. So as dusk falls, we part company as you continue your trail through Harlands Gardens, and we very much look forward to welcoming you in person sometime soon.
To the garden at number 72. The garden is now in its 3rd year after a complete makeover. What was once a weed-filled corner is now an inviting shady area with acers and hostas interspersed with ferns, clematis and Solomon's seal. The lilies have been fantastic this year due to a very wet winter. Iris sibirica and Sgworth striata make perfect partners. Lupin Rachel de Tame has been loving this hot sunny weather. Clematis montana Broughton's beauty scrambles over the fence. The roses William Morris and Gertrude Jekyll have been flowering their socks off in this hot weather. On a hot sunny afternoon there is nothing nicer than relaxing by the pond watching the fish. We hope you've enjoyed this visit to our garden.
Welcome to our virtual garden tour at Sgworth Close. This is a newly planted border with roses as we were due to open for the NGS in June this year. My courgette plant is doing well in a pot, and the greenhouse is packed with tomatoes and 2 cucumbers and still some bedding plants which haven't gone out yet. The veggie plot has sweet corn, radish, rocket, carrots I'm protecting from the birds and the cats with the grid, and I have 3 types of bean, runner, broad and French. On the fence is my kiwi plant, which is prolific more in leaves than fruit, unfortunately. I have other fruit trees in this border, plum, pear and Braeburn apple, and then a crab apple and 2 acers. This clematis has been really brilliant this year. I love the colour of it. And roses and lavender. I can't wait for the lavender to bloom. And 2 standard roses. One is much more prolific in flowers than the other. And some sweet peas just coming, and another beautifully coloured rose. Peach rose on the fence, and my aeonium plants, which seem to be multiplying year on year from cuttings. At the front is hostas underneath the bay tree, and my pond. And to end, a few of my favourite blooms, poppies, peonies and roses. Thank you for visiting. We hope you enjoyed the tour.